I know y'all probably was cracking up in my little mugs that I was making, practicing on. It was fun and disappointing at the same time. It's okay though, because that's what this is all for. Practice makes perfect. Just don't stop. I don't care how many of these get messed up. What the last thing you want to do is get discouraged and stop. You'll never progress that way. One of these days, I'm going to get back to making them. Well, one of these days soon. I'm actually waiting on my Amazon order to come in. Excuse me. I don't never have anyone coming to my home this late, so let me check and see who this is. Oh, silky, silky now. Christmas in August, baby. My Amazon order is here. Looks like I'll be making my tumblers and mugs after all. Let me go get my order. I don't remember what else I was going to talk about, but that's okay. This is more important. Let's get to it. Hey, you guys, if you got a special occasion coming up, like a birthday, anniversary, holiday, or maybe you just want to surprise someone, let's be real, finding the perfect gift can be a headache. You spend hours searching, second guessing, and hoping they'll love what you pick. But what if I told you there's a way to make gifting way easier and still just as thoughtful? That's right. At Spilling Teas, we've got you covered with our e-gift cards, the ultimate stress-free way to gift something special. And the best part, you don't have to worry about picking the wrong size, color, or style. Let them choose exactly what they want. Buying a Spilling Teas gift card is super easy. Just click the link in the description of any one of my videos. Choose your amount. Enter the recipient's email or phone number and boom, it's sent. No waiting, no hassle. So if you want to be the person who always gives the best gifts, grab a Spilling Teas e-gift card today. It's fast, it's easy, and most importantly, it is the gift that never disappoints. How about I'm so mad because I did not push the record button. I was so geeked and happy when I was opening one of the packages because I ordered 2 sets of markers first and they came up to like $85. And so as I was scrolling on Amazon, I just so happened to see this Cricut set that came with not only markers, but 2 sets of markers, a 1.0 millimeter and a 0.4 millimeter set. Exactly what I needed. I didn't really need that whole set of Cricut markers that I ordered, but I figured why not? You know, so I can have it if I ever need it. No, this is perfect because that's what made me decide to get this too. This pissed me off. This pissed me off so bad making this. I was like, I don't think I want to design with markers. I don't think, because not, I don't want to color in with my hands, and getting a machine to do it, it might not work. So why buy all those markers and then, I still can't get it and I just don't use it. I mean, true enough, I could have used them for something else, but no, I'm straight. It comes with a infusible tote bag. This is Cricut Infusible Ink Beginner Bundle Sublimation Kit for permanent transfers. Includes invisible. My gosh, I gotta get used to saying this word. Infusible, not invisible. Infusible ink. Ink sheets, markers, pens, blank bags, and coasters. Now, they put S on the end of that. I don't like that. That's why I thought I had more than one. It's plural. It should just say blank bag. I don't like that. That's very misleading. Altogether, it comes with 1 infusible ink tote bag, 4 1.0 tip markers, 4 0.4 tip markers, 4 ceramic circle or round coasters, 4 square aluminum coasters, 12 transfer sheets with infusible ink patterns, and 8 transfer sheets with infusible ink solid colors. However, I'm happy because once I seen this, I was able to catch it in time to go ahead and cancel that order with all the markers that I bought. I'm like, this is what I need way more than all of those markers. I'm so glad I caught it. Where is the bag that I got this out of? So the first one that I got was this HTV mini heat press. I ended up breaking down buying that because when I was making the hat press leaves creases in the foam. I don't like that look. And if I would have had one of these, I would have went over it and smoothed it out. This is very lightweight. Here's the little stand that you put it in. This is nice. I'm so glad I got that. It's the HTV mini heat press machine, small heat press, portable for t-shirts, hats, heating transfer projects. That is the raspberry color. They also have bubble blue, lavender, mint, pink, yellow. I'm going to refrain from mentioning the prices because my price will be different. And I did catch that on sale. So that'll be great if you can too. The mini heat press machine is very suitable for you to handle some small projects which you don't want to operate the big heat press. It has 3 settings. The lowest temperature is at 284 degrees. 284 Fahrenheit. The medium temperature is 320. And the highest temperature, it heats up to 356 Fahrenheit. I think I said that right. To adjust your temperature, you'll just slide this button to the left or the right. And it's numbered 1 to 3, with 3 being the highest. Great customer service. Okay, good. I hope so. I hope I don't really need the customer service for real, for real. Okay, and so everything that I bought today, of course, you will be seeing how I use it and what I'm using it for. I forgot to put this back in here. Am I done? I could have swore all them boxes I ordered. Oh, okay. Well, still, all them boxes I just opened, I could have swore I had a whole lot more than what I have left on this table, but that's okay because I'm tired and hungry. Oh, it is a few more things. I forgot they so small. So the next thing I ordered, this is called the Perfect Tumbler Clamp Machine. The Tumbler Clamp for sublimation. Cup Cradle for crafting tumblers. Sublimation cup holder. Okay, it's saying the same thing in different ways. This is a stretchable silicone ring. It's wear resistant stretch ring for large. Oh, okay. So you can stretch it to fit larger tumblers. So this helps aid you in stretching your, what do you call it? Your design or your infusible ink around your mug. Another creator that I follow was using these, and this is set up. Some been popped off already. These little sticky things. Here's one right here I see. And then one fell off of here. Let me stick it back on. Do I have to? Well, I have a glue gun in case I need to glue it back on. Okay, these are non-slip pads. This helps prevent any movement or slippage when the sublimation paper is wrapped. And it has a flat bottom. It provides a stable base, freeing up your hands to apply the tape. This is supposed to give you a perfect closure. Use the sublimation cup holder tool set to quickly and easily clip sublimation paper, leaving your work with no seam lines, no ghosting, and improved quality. That is why I bought that, because this is what happened. You seen that in the video. So these little things help to bring the paper in more. And then to hold it firmly, you would put this little band around it. Oh, that is tight. And that thing ain't going nowhere. I'm trying to push up on it. It can a little bit and push down on it. That's a very nice little, yeah, that ain't going nowhere. And these bands are strong too. I thought it was more like the little bands that you put on your hair. No, that's some nice strong rubber. That's good. So you would put one down there. Let me put this little pad back on. My little rubber pads is coming off. So keep that in mind to be careful when you if you buy this, when you take it out. Unless they just didn't stick them on there good enough. But I'm pretty sure some Gorilla Glue or something to that nature, if it doesn't stick, that will help it to not come off anymore. So you will put one at the top, and it closes your paper in, so you can tape up your tumbler nice and easy without having to hold and tape and all of that type stuff. This is for use on a 20-ounce tumbler. Perfect tools. Get the perfect tumbler without seams, lines, without ghosting. Improve efficiency, reduce waste, and improve the quality of the tumbler. Easy to use. The sublimation cup clamp can be resized to fit the sublimation cup more closely to your needs, giving you more flexibility in the making process. The sublimation cup clips can be freely adjusted like pliers for angle and fitting strengths. That's cool. And you just put the little band in there like that. That is so cool. I'm loving it so far. My next product is from Seek One. Seek One heat gun, 1800 watt, goes up to 122 to 1202 Fahrenheit. Fast heating, heavy duty hot air gun kits. Variable temperature control, overheat protection with 4 nozzles for crafts, shrinking PVC, and stripping paints. That's good to know. So let me open it really quick so we can. That's cool. So you can put, these are the little noddles. I can't get used to that. I'm always stumbling over my words. I be cracking myself up too. These nozzles go on the end of the heat gun. Sorry if y'all hear some weird noise in the background. I don't know why. The baby act like she has fur balls in her throat or something. She's right by a big bowl of water and don't want to drink it. All right, this is cool. I never worked with a heat gun before. So you can push this nozzle up and down. And then let's see how you put these on there. I guess this one is for the paint. How would you put it on? Oh, okay, it clips right on. So while the heat going out, you can scrape up stuff. Not sure what this one is for. I guess to direct it, the airflow. This one is, I will probably be using this one because this one is actually for, I'm not going to go, that's pretty much all I got to say about this. I can't wait to use this one. What I'm going to be using this with is the sublimation shrink wrap sleeves. This is 5 by 10 inches. They're white sublimation heat transfer heat transfer shrink film bags for mugs, cups, tumblers, blanks, wrap bands for sublimation. I was so mad that I didn't have this when I went to make this. I'm going to go ahead and open up one. For those of you that never seen this or know what it is, 100 of these come in the pack. What you will do is after you get your sublimation sheet around your tumbler or mug, you just slide your tumbler inside. So I thought it was closed at the bottom. It's not. What I would do is put it halfway. Halfway in. Hold it at the end where you can put your hand aside and then heat it up. And then what it's going to do is going to attach itself and provide a tighter fit for your sublimation sheet or whatever design you put on there. That's what this is for. It says how to use sublimation shrink sleeves. Tools. Shrink sleeves, your image paper, heat gun, convection oven, heat resistant tape, butcher paper, parchment. Step 1. Use heat resistant tape to fix image paper and substrate. Then you'd better cover with butcher paper to avoid melting. So you're still, after you put your design around, you are still going to cover this with, if you don't have butcher paper, you can make a template using regular copy paper. I'm sure would work. Step 2, slip and shrink. Slip them into an appropriately sized shrink sleeve and use the heat gun shrink wrap. Step 3, set temperature. Most important, you better lay a parchment on the oven grate. Don't let shrink sleeve touch oven sides or door to avoid melting. Finish. Let cool before unwrapping. Before the shrink sleeves and paper from remove the shrink sleeves and paper from the product and enjoy your crafts. This sounds like it's important. Let me read this. Since metals conduct heat more easily than ceramics, metals easily than ceramics, beginners should pay attention to keep the temperature below 300 for less than 3 minutes when packing metal items to avoid melting at high temperatures. Improper temperature control can result in melting of the sublimation shrink sleeve. That's good to know. So if you are a beginner, it is recommending that you keep the temperature below 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Is it degrees Fahrenheit or 300 Fahrenheit? For less than 3 minutes. Below 300. This is so loose. This is really loose. You got to be careful that you don't make a mistake and knock it to 1202 Fahrenheit. Be done burnt up everything. So, all right, let me just set it right now. Whew. I'm glad I read that. I wouldn't have known. That's why it's important. You know how we are. We don't like to read none. We like to just jump right on into it. We be so excited to get these things. We watch somebody else do it and think we can do the same thing, not knowing that they haven't told us everything about the product. That's why I like doing these too. Because you need to know safety is always first. Last but not least, I don't need to really say anything about these because I bought these before. So after messing this one up so bad, I was like, yep, let me go ahead and stock up on some more tumblers. Let me make sure they're the same kind. Yes, they are. So it's the same. The only difference is that this is a 10 pack. The first time I only bought 4. So I bought 10 this time. I'll put both links to the 4-pack and the 10-pack in the description. They are by the same company, PYD Life. I like them. Look, I only bought their tumblers. I think I'm getting them. Excuse me. I think I'm getting them mixed up with HTV Rock. HTV Rock so far is pretty cool. I like them. But I know I said I like PYD Life. They have a lot of products to offer. They also have DTF ink. They have their own DTF machine that's in my cart right now, actually. They had a lot of other different products too that I was checking out. I'm like, okay. Yeah, right now I have the PYD Life DTF printer in my cart, the oven, and the curing oven dryer accessories. This is definitely an investment. And with me already working with the doing it with the inkjet printer to see how it works and if I like it, it definitely motivated me to go ahead and purchase it. I don't know when, but fingers crossed. I hope it's soon because I like it. I like it. It saves you a lot of time from all that weeding. Don't get me wrong. I don't have no issues with weeding, but at this point in my life, I need every second that I can get to myself because I'm so busy. I'm going to take a break and make me something to eat. I'll see you guys in a second. I gotta feed myself. Starving like Marvin. So after I finished eating, I went to sleep. I didn't test out the new products until the next day. But here's everything I used. Cricut mug press, heat gun, silicone wraps, lint roller, alcohol, PYD tumbler, paper towel, heat resistant gloves, tumbler clamps, sublimation shrink sleeves, Lucky Godness pink glitter sublimation transfer sheet, and black Cricut infusible ink sheet. The Lucky Godness sublimation paper I used was very easy to peel off, but making small designs can be super tedious, and I did not enjoy that part because it is not the same as weeding out vinyl. I say it was easy to peel off because I was going to make another tumbler using the black Cricut sublimation transfer sheets, and it was the worst experience I ever had in my life. I ended up throwing it away and going to bed. I have another 12 by 12 sheet. I will do the default cut with more pressure next time to see if that helps. The tumbler clamps really helped me to stretch my infusible ink sheet and hold it in place. The rubber pads did stick and I did not need to use any glue to keep them from falling off. But I'm imagining over time I probably will need to add some adhesive to the back of them. But on a scale from 1 to 5, with 5 being the best, I'd give this product a 4.5 because the pads should not be falling off at all. The shrink wrap did what it was supposed to do, so I thought. It is said that all shrink wrap is not made equal, and you'll see why toward the end of the video. Honestly, I bought the first thing Amazon showed me. After searching for a recognizable brand, I did see that the price was slightly higher for 100 pieces. It'll be a long time before I need some more. So next time, I will try a different brand and I will link both of them in the description. But as for this product, this receives 2 stars. The Sequin heat gun did great. I started off keeping it below 300, but I ended up raising the temperature because I would have been shrinking that wrap forever. You still have to be careful though, not to raise it too high because it will heat up fast. And yeah, you will see that if it's heated too much, it will start creating holes in the wrap. Luckily, it did not create holes on the tumbler itself. It created them at the opening and at the very bottom of the tumbler. I give this product 5 stars. I ended up marking the area that was not exposed to the heat so that when I rotate it, I'll make sure I get it in the right area. Now I'm going to flip the tumbler upside down to heat the opposite side of the tumbler. Here's the reason they say all shrink wrap is not made equal. It appears that there is a concern regarding the quality as the metal component in the mug press came into contact with the wrap, causing it to melt. As a result, I had to use craft sticks to clean it off, but the outcome wasn't entirely satisfactory. Now I'm hoping that this incident will not impact the functionality of my mug press. I take my 2-star rating back. This gets 0 stars, and I will only link it in the description so you won't make a mistake and buy it. But to prevent the metal piece from coming into contact with the tumbler, I slipped the craft or popsicle stick between the metal piece and the tumbler, trying to prevent it from touching. I guess I didn't do a good job, and it really was some crappy shrink wrap. Once the mug press was finished pressing, I placed the tumbler on my heat-resistant mat to cool for 20 minutes. In the process, I tried to scrape out as much of that shrink wrap as I possibly could. Now it is time for the reveal to see if these products helped me to design a better tumbler. I am quite impressed with these products. They certainly seem to have contributed to a more favorable outcome for this particular item, and the coverage appears to be excellent, with the seam line being less noticeable. I will, however, suggest bigger fonts when using this particular sheet because some of the letters were cut out over the white pattern, making it look kind of weird. I'm not sure how to really explain that, but compared to the first tumbler, this one is A1. One of the things I should have included in my video titled "The Most Common Mistakes Beginners Make Pressing Mugs" video, which I'll link at the end of this video, was proofreading your design. ChatGPT designed this for me and misspelled the word unstoppable. Unfortunately, I did not catch it until after I applied the sublimation paper. Anyway, my niece still loved it. Thank God. I found the Tumbler Care instructions template inside of Design Space and edited it with my branding. I think this added a nice professional touch to the product. Well, T-Squad, hopefully this video was helpful to you and will help you make better tumblers and mugs. All products are in the description area, and don't forget to tap the notification bell after you subscribe for more tips, creativity, and behind the scenes hustle. Thanks for watching. Much love.